Hey y'all, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today on Shape Up Sugarland's Dining In segment, I am making for y'all some stuffed bell peppers. But I'm using some of the flavors from Texas to bring it all together and bring it all home. I'm going to start by making a sauce with 28 ounces of crushed tomatoes. I'm making this for 6. It's a nice light meal, but it's heartwarming as that temperature starts to come down. Woohoo! Finally, right? We're going to make something that's going to be heartwarming and good for your family because peppers are full of vitamins. So I've got my tomatoes in there. Next I'm going to add my chicken broth. And I'm just going to combine that. You can use a spoon, but I like a whisk. It really tends to bring everything together. Just love that. So to that I'm going to add some garlic. That was 4 cloves, and I put them through my garlic press, and that works just fine for me. And then I just break that up with my whisk a little more. Let's get some cilantro in here, y'all. How about a couple of big old tablespoons? 1 and 2. I like keeping chopped cilantro on hand. I figured out I use a lot of it, so I might as well keep some hanging around. So let's just whisk that on in there. And then I'm going to add some of this Parmesan cheese. Let's do 4 tablespoons of that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. And finally, to finish it off, y'all know I love my white balsamic vinegar. I'm going to add some of that to this too to give it a little zing and a little kick. Because I'm going to serve this with a spring mix salad on the side. And, you know, you want all your flavors to kind of blend together in this sauce. What doesn't go in my stuffing is going to go along on top of my peppers. So you can dip it and taste it and soak up all those fabulous flavors. You know, I'm putting brown rice in these peppers, and a little bit of sauce is always good with rice. A little bit of gravy for your rice. Alright, I'm going to let this come up to a bubble and we'll be able to stuff some peppers. Alright, it's time to stuff these peppers. I got my peppers here all ready with the seeds and the little membranes out. And I've got my brown rice. I use the 1, 2, 3 method. I need 3 cups of brown rice. So I do 1 cup of raw rice, 2 cups of water, and that'll make 3 cups of brown rice. And that's what I got in my pot here. Convenient, huh? And then I have my sauce already ready. And this is about 1/4 of a cup, and I need 1 1/2 cups. So I'm going to do 4 more of these, 6 altogether. 3, 4, 5, and 6. And the rest of this sauce is going to go with my peppers in the end. So I have some pork loin. You know, pork loin, I cook that up, slice it up, and I get extra. Seems like all the time. Well, yesterday I had some that didn't fit on the grill. I just put 1 pound of that aside, grilled it up today, and I am putting that in here. You can use any kind of loin, a tenderloin, a pork loin, a sirloin, if you wanted to use ground sirloin. Typically your stuffed bell peppers, you're going to use a beef, which I know, and that's okay if you prefer beef, but I really do like a good pork loin. I got 1/2 cup of sliced up green onions. You know, I use green onions a lot, and that's going to cook up in that sauce very well. Let's put in a little salt, black pepper, just like that. Then we got some cayenne. You know, I'm a little Cajun, yeah. So I gotta have me a little cayenne, yeah. So I got 2 tablespoons of this fresh chopped parsley going in, just like that. Let me combine that And when I stir with love. You just fold it all in and stir that up. And it just looks beautiful. This is going to make a fabulous stuffing for these bell peppers. Now, the bell peppers I found in the store today were not flat bottomed. You ideally want flat bottom bell peppers so they sit in your pan right. Right? Makes sense. It'll stand up. Otherwise, if you get the pointy ones, you either have to lean them up against each other or you're going to cut the bottoms off like I'm going to do. You're going to prep your pan, and with this prep pan, it's going to make the bottom of the bell pepper a little firmer, you know, right at the bottom. So you don't have to worry. Just get it out with a spatula. It'll sit flat in your pan. So I'm using some green and some red bell peppers because I like color. And I'm just going to cut the bottom of this one on off. And it sits flat like that. And then I can just put my stuffing inside of my pepper in my pan. I'm going to use my fingers. Like that. I missed some. That's alright. I got plenty of stuffing to go around. Now, if you do use a sirloin, whatever kind of meat you use to put in with your rice, please make sure you cook it first. It's going to cook a little bit in here, but you've got so much juice going on with that sauce and your cooked rice, it's going to be perfect. It's going to be moist, delicious. I'm going to keep cutting and stuffing, and then I'm going to put this in a 350-degree oven for about 30 minutes, and then and that's with the cover on, and then I'm going to take the aluminum foil off and do it another 10 to 15 minutes just to brown it with a little Parmesan, a little more cilantro. Come back, it's going to be delicious. I got my bell peppers out of the oven. I heated up my sauce and it reduced a little bit. It's so thick, I can't wait for you to see it. But first, I made me a little spring mix salad with some more of that white balsamic vinegar and some garlic and some olive oil. And I put a little Parmesan cheese in there. Not the grated from the can, but the fresh grated. In my salads, I always use the fresh grated. I just like it that way. So I'm going to put me a nice bed down in the middle of my plate. Isn't that beautiful? Throw you on in there too. And I like the sweet red bells. I also like the green bells, but I'm taking that sweet red bell today, and I am already salivating because it smells so good. You have no idea, but you will once you cook it. So here we go with the sauce. I let it simmer for a little while longer. Look at that, nice and reduced. I'm going to put that on top. Now, after half an hour, I took this out of the oven and I put some more Parmesan cheese and some more of that cilantro on top. I got them right here. It's already on there. I don't need any more. Let me shift this plate on down. Gentle, gentle. Stay with me, stay with me. Oh yeah, there we go. Just squeeze it all in there. Hug it with a little bit of that spring mix love. And let's go in for a taste. Now with that balsamic vinegar in both my sauce and my pepper, this is going to be amazing. Give me a bite. I just pulled it out of the oven. I'm a little scared. But it worked out perfectly. I can't wait for y'all to try this dish. This whole dish, under 500 calories, low in sodium, perfect for a Monday night. No time at all for your family. Thank you for joining me, and y'all keep on shaping up, Sugarland.